yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Many Kenyans and even some political analysts, ladies and gentlemen, strongly believed that Uhuru Kenyatta just endorsed Raila during Madaraka Day celebration that was done in Kisumu. That's going to form the basis of our discussion in this video, and we are going to analyze and look into details as to whether Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta endorsed Raila on that day, or why is it necessary for the president to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga anyway. That's our discussion today in this video. And in case you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell in order to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. Straight to our discussion, ladies and gentlemen. While in Kisumu during Madaraka Day celebration, Uhuru made a statement, ladies and gentlemen, that confirmed to some other people that he had just endorsed Raila indirectly. Though some people strongly believe that nothing like that happened on that day. So let me just read for you the statement by the president, and then we dissect it properly and see whether it was really an endorsement or not. And then we dig deeper as to why it's important for Uhuru to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga and not any other handshake leader or even William Ruto. Let me read for you the statement, ladies and gentlemen. This was the statement by the president. I want in particular to thank the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for embracing national pain over his personal gain when we did the handshake. What is more, and many do not know, is that he did this without asking or demanding anything from me. And I want to say that whatever the future holds, I look forward to working with him and all Kenyan leaders and Kenyans to build a better, brighter, more united Kenya, East Africa and Africa. Nimesema asante Jacob. From this statement, especially the last part, that's what is causing a lot of controversy, ladies and gentlemen, where Uhuru states that I look forward to working with him. No, let me go a little bit higher from here. And I want to say that whatever the future holds, I look forward to working with him. That's the statement that is causing a lot of controversy or a lot of interest, ladies and gentlemen. Because some people just believe that by Uhuru making that statement, that, and I want to say that whatever the future holds, I look forward to working with him. That statement has been interpreted by so many political analysts to mean that Uhuru Kenyatta just endorsed Raila indirectly. And about a day or 2 days ago now, there is this Barack Muluka and Professor Herman Manyora. They were at a local TV, I think it was Citizen. Barack Muluka currently is an ally of Deputy President William Ruto. And then Herman Manyora is a Kenyan political analyst. One thing they all agreed, even Barack Muluka also agreed, that statement was an indirect endorsement of Raila Amolo Odinga. And also Professor Herman Manyora also confirmed that. Because we know, ladies and gentlemen, that sometimes political endorsements are not done expressly, that now I support this. Sometimes they are not done that way. Sometimes they are done as thinly veiled as possible. So these two political analysts, Barack Muluka and Professor Herman Manyora, strongly believe that that was an indirect endorsement of Raila Amolo Odinga by President Uhuru Kenyatta. And then Kenyans have been talking about that everywhere. This has been making a lot of discussion online everywhere. So this is what I want us to analyze and look into details as to whether it mounted to an endorsement, or why is it necessary for Uhuru Kenyatta to endorse Raila anyway. Having looked at the statement properly, I strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta might have no any other option but to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga simply because of this. The first reason, the deep state in Kenya today, or rather the system, seems to come out that they fear William Ruto more than they fear Raila Amolo Odinga. The deep state, or rather the system, is more comfortable with Raila Amolo Odinga being the president more than even one William Ruto. They see Raila as a lesser evil compared to one William Ruto. So I think that's the first reason that can make Uhuru maybe endorse Raila, maybe on that day, or maybe on another day, or any other day. The deep state fears Ruto more than they fear Raila. So Raila is more likely to be endorsed to stop Ruto. The second reason, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta might have no option but to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga simply because Raila Amolo Odinga has a strong cultic fan base that ensures an easy sell across the country. You know, right now, Raila Amolo Odinga is the only politician in Kenya currently who has something like a cultic following. That should he say it's right or left, then he's the only politician who has that kind of a support today as we talk. The third reason I strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta might have no option but to endorse Raila is simply because Raila is advanced in age compared to these other handshake partners. And then Uhuru Kenyatta, we all know that he has some soft spot for Gideon Moi. And that Gideon Moi would be well placed to be president someday or at one time with the Raila presidency. Because Raila, with this advanced age, might not have a lot of interest in maybe changing the constitution to continue in power as compared to these other younger handshake partners who might even change the constitution in order to cling to power. Raila is advanced in age, and that might make Uhuru Kenyatta just endorse him, because should that happen, then Uhuru Kenyatta can be rest assured that maybe his project Gideon Moi might just be in the next line maybe to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. And then the fourth reason, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe because of the historical reasons, Uhuru Kenyatta might be left with no option but to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. Because when handshake was initiated in 2018, Raila and Uhuru have all been reading from the same script. They have been reminding Kenyans of the sacrifices our forefathers underwent in order to put this country together. They have been reminding us of the relationship between Jaramogi Oginga Odinga and Hayati Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. So Uhuru Kenyatta might just endorse Raila Amolo Odinga to cure this blood that has existed. This sign of the original betrayal that existed between Jaramogi and Kenyatta. So Uhuru Kenyatta might be left with no option but to endorse Raila Amolo Odinga to cure that blood and bridge that bond that was broken by Jaramogi and Kenyatta parting ways. So they might just be putting these two communities back in course as they were in 1963. Because we know that by the time of independence, Kikuyus and the Luos were very, very strong allies. So Uhuru and Raila might just want to bring these two communities back together once more before they exit the political stage. And then finally, I strongly believe that Uhuru Kenyatta has no option but to endorse Raila, because looking at the current leaders on the handshake team, or rather the handshake side, Raila Amolo Odinga comes out as the most popular candidate among all these others. So by Uhuru endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, that becomes like a sure bet. He's rest assured that if he endorses Raila, then Raila will not disappoint. Raila will go and win very easily. So I think that's a reason that might also force Uhuru Kenyatta maybe to one day or sometimes even endorse Raila Amolo Odinga. And now back on that statement, whether it was an endorsement or not, I strongly believe, ladies and gentlemen, from where I see it, that that was an indirect endorsement. It was an indirect endorsement, not expressly a direct endorsement. This is simply because, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen that in this country, if a leader, for example, a president, comes out expressly to endorse a candidate, then that candidate can be seen as a project. And that can work against that candidate, especially with the ill dance, or rather the ills of the government. That candidate might just be forced to carry the heavy burden of the mistakes that the government might have made. So this is, if you look at it properly, and if you are really somebody who knows what politics is, this is an indirect endorsement. And David Murathe has also been insinuating something like that. And this does not mean that maybe at one point or other one time, maybe in future again, Uhuru Kenyatta might now just make this very, very open, though not direct, as time goes by. Because we know, as I talk, we only have about 14 months to the general election. So we are most likely to see some signs of such kind of indirect endorsements going towards 2022. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me stop there. If you've bumped on this YouTube channel for the very first time, just as I did mention when we were starting, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell. And also kindly give this video a like. For those watching us outside of Kenya for the very first time, tap on the subscription button and also let us know, drop a comment, and let us know from which part of the globe you are also watching us from. Otherwise, I've pinned my WhatsApp number on the comment section. You may want to have some private chat with me, or even to support this show. Contact me through my WhatsApp number and let us talk and see. Otherwise, God bless you. God bless Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana.